My beloved friend, it's only 5 days until the next workshop. I've decided to call them workshops now, not webinars anymore, for the simple reason that it's a very interactive kind of meeting. It's not a webinar where you come to learn something from me. I have nothing to teach to you. What we do there is that we dig together into what resides within us. There's so much that resides within us, which is the same, but we all have our own unique path and history, which a lot of times it's untapped into and unconscious. So by coming together, we dig into it and we release a lot, and we come to see that which works and that which is unchangeable and that which is equal and the same in each and every one of us, which brings us together as one. So this next workshop is going to be in 5 days from now. It's going to be on Sunday, December 5th. And I've decided to call it Food Body. So in this video, I wanted to tell you a little bit about it, because maybe from the name you cannot tell if there's anything in it for you. So let me just share with you a little bit what it's about. And to put that in a context, because I can only share what's within me. I cannot share something I don't have, that's not mine. So to put it in context, I will share with you a little bit what's been happening with me that I've realized and come to terms with, I've understood and intellectualized, so that I can share it with you. It's quite phenomenal, quite magical for me to put into words, but I'll do my best. Besides my eating disorder story, which you might already know, if you don't, just look into my page. There's posts there about it. But this is not a workshop about it specifically. This is a workshop for everyone who has a body and a relationship, body-food. So from my experience, I used to be someone who had pride in my body's capability to gain and lose weight just like that. In a matter of hours, I could gain weight, I could lose weight, however I felt like. If I felt like eating, I would eat. If I felt like I needed to lose weight, I would stop eating, or, bulimia thing. So it took me a while to realize that that's not actually freedom that I had, even though I felt like I have this freedom that I can do anything with my body. Actually, that was a prison. That's not freedom. I was going into patterns and my body was the victim. So, fascinatingly enough, these past 2-3 years, I've found that my body does not change weight at all. For these past 3 years, my body might have changed by 2-3 pounds maximum. But the last 6-7 months, I would say, it hasn't changed even an ounce. And I'm telling you, I have no food schedule, eating schedule. I have no sleeping schedule. I have no activity schedule. I have no schedule at all. If the word chaos could describe a person, an individual, that's me. Yet my body seems to not change even an ounce of weight. So I want to share with you about this because it's quite magical to me. Whether I'm sitting all day doing not much, or doing a reading, or doing something very passive, or I'm behind the bar slinging drinks and doing intense, extremely intense physical, mental, energetic activity, doesn't change much about the way my body functions. There seems to be this wisdom in the body now of when to draw energy, when to rest. Like, it just does so much for me. I'm so grateful for. But that's what I want to share with you. That's That's the kind of freedom I've gained, I've realized that I have, which I want to share with you. Not to be dependent on any sort of routine, on any sort of diet, on any sort of physical activity, in any sort of sleep schedule, anything. Most people would say it's my freedom to, give my body as much sleep as I want, have the food. People consider it a freedom to have a certain routine. It's my freedom to have this, it's my freedom to have that. That's not your freedom, that's your prison by choice. But what freedom is that whatever the hell is required from you to do, you are capable of doing, even if you cannot eat when you want, even if you cannot sleep when you want, even if you cannot rest when you want. None of those things should matter if you want to be free from the compulsions of your body. And that's what I've come to see it happen, being absolutely true in my experience. This is not something I've read somewhere that I'm sharing with you that it's possible. That would be nonsense. That would be, I can't even, I don't know the word, like so super fake. That's not what I'm about. I'm sharing something that's a living reality for me. And I'm telling you, I put my body through extreme levels of activity sometimes. I don't even have time to eat or sleep. With 3 hours of sleep, I may be behind the bar for 10 hours straight with not a moment of rest to even eat or go to the bathroom. My body may be in so much pain, yet there's this source of endless energy which I've learned to access within my body, which is not only in my body, it's in everybody, it's everywhere, in the air, in the sun, in the earth, in the trees, it's everywhere. It's just that if you are in a non so conducive atmosphere, you turn within and you access it. If you are like I'm right now in nature, you can just access it from everywhere because it's bouncing everywhere. But back to the topic. Even if my body is in extreme pain and it needs, if I was to function from my body, from what the body is telling me, I'll just lay down dead because I need rest so bad. But I tell my body to perform, to do something, and it just does it. And there's this experience of feeling bodiless. I am there to witness the pain that the body is going through. I feel it, I know it's there, yet it does not define me in any way, and nor it does affect my activity at all. There's something else within me which is functioning and is making the body going, rather than the energy that the body has accumulated from the food or whatever. It's a different kind of energy altogether. I don't know how to describe it. It's something that's not from the physical. It's not coming from what I have ingested. It's not coming from the restfulness I've given my body, or none of that. It's something beyond the physical, which is accessible for everyone. It's just that we haven't looked in that direction and we haven't trained our body enough. How do we train our bodies to tap into that? Well, we don't train our bodies to tap into that by keeping our bodies on the couch all the time. You have to bring your body into intense states of activity and dynamism and exhaustion, or absolute stillness. But unless you exhaust your physical energy, to come to absolute stillness is very difficult. So that's why for me physical activity is very much useful, but not just any kind of physical activity, because there's frustration built up in you if you do something for the sake of doing it, like going to the gym or whatever. If you are doing activity, not necessarily of a physical nature, anything that stretches your limits, if you are doing it because it means something to you, you feel responsible for it, that's when you really stretch. Because it's not because you are choosing to train your body that you are training your body. It's because your body is out of the way. It's because something beyond the body is more important to you. That's when the body learns how to be out of your way. So yeah, no matter the activity, no matter the food, lack of food, I'm telling you, I eat so very little lately, yet my body weight does not change at all. In any given day, if I get on the scale, it's 140 pounds, 0, every single day. And even those people who may manage their sleep quota, eating calorie quota, whatever those things are, every single day, having them the same, just because the internal processes are different every single day, you might notice that the body weight fluctuates. But it's not so for me. I'm taking care of none of those things that have to do with having a routine, yet the body is taking care of itself from within, maintaining the same weight. Whenever I need it to perform, it performs at the highest. Whenever I want to let it rest, it can rest. It's just not ruling my life. And this is what I call freedom. Are you interested? I really, really hope you will join me in this workshop and invite anybody. As I said, this is for everybody who has a body and a relationship with food and sleep and whatever that impacts your body. Let's explore together. I cannot share everything with you right now as a monologue that I'm doing, but if you have questions, you can ask me questions. And if you have something to share, then we can dig deeper together. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to make you see within where you have not seen on your own before. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a discovery process together, and it's going to be an evolution process. So I really hope to see you there. And also, this is going to be a paid event because it takes something from me to give these things. And yes, there's always free content I will put out there for everyone, but if you really want to make something happen for yourself, you have to show up, you have to commit to it. And just like anything of the physical, there's an exchange, constant exchange, give and receive. So I would really appreciate some receiving when I'm giving everything I've got, because this is not about me becoming rich out of you. This is just simply because that's the way it works. So it's not $200, it's not $300, it's not even $100, it's just $21, and it's gonna be 2 hours. So December 5th, Sunday, 2 p.m. Save it in your calendar, and I really hope to see you there. Send me a message if you're interested, and I'll let you know about the next steps. Sending you all my love, and I'll see you there, hopefully. Don't miss out.